Hello, everyone.
How fun is this right now? How often do we come together?
Quite a bit, actually.
Now that we think about it, we're in Tulum. I don't think you want to do that.
No.
Because then everybody's going to be sideways. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hello. Say hello in the comments if you are here with us.
We want to share with you. Oh, look. Here's Marlo's brother. Roy.
I think you're going to... Oh.
Say hello. Say something, Roy.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Don't make us yell at you.
Right? Here's our view.
Oh, look at that view. Go up there to the Magic Garden. Speaking of magic.
Oh
is
my
up
God,
there.
the magic garden.
That's the Garden of Magical
Stop
Things.
with the magic garden.
Hi, Robin. Who else is here? Hi, Rika. Hi, Kelly. Hello.
Yay.
Thank you, ladies, so much for being here, ladies and gents. I don't know if you're a lady or a gent here. Let's fix like that. Anyway. Okay, that's good.
So we're talking about the power of the reset. What does that mean?
Good question. Hi, Kelly. We didn't do any thinking about this.
Marlo's had too many margaritas.
I have not. I've had the perfect amount. Anyway, the power of the reset. So we were going to talk about three different things. We were going to talk about professional reset, then kind of like a spiritual, emotional reset, and then a physical reset.
Yes.
So I'll talk about the professional reset first. So I've been in Tulum since beginning of March, so we're now toward the middle of April, so about 8 weeks or 7 weeks or something like that. And I have to say that what it's done is really given me an opportunity to reflect on what I have done for the last 3 years, because I'm coming up to my 3-year anniversary in the work that I'm doing, which still kind of seems like a really long time, but in so many ways it feels like it's happened really quickly because so much has changed, right? So
Okay.
I do feel like as far as a professional reset, it's given me an opportunity to reflect. Like I said, I did a really interesting activity this past weekend where I actually had to break down my business over the last 3 years. I had to look at here, go like this.
Oh,
That's better.
there you go.
Just so that people know, you too.
No.
So professional reset, yeah. Really looking at what I've done over the last 3 years and where I am and where I want to go. So that's what I've been doing recently. And so being here in Tulum has given me the opportunity to do that because I haven't been as busy and distracted as I would be if I was at home. Like surrounded
Right.
by friends and family, which is incredible, and I love my friends and family. But when you have fewer of those people around you, you tend to focus in more.
Right. I've only been here for 4 or 5 days. 5 days maybe. And I've been working at a retreat, right? So for
Working
me,
at a retreat. Can we just talk about that for a minute?
right?
Dream job.
Part of my job,
Dream job.
part of my business.
Yeah.
So what that reset has given me is the remembering the magic of my business,
I love that.
right?
I love
Because I was in accounting hell for 2 months.
2 months.
Well, it
Maybe
felt
longer than
maybe
that.
longer than that. But it felt like
Right.
it's that time of year, right?
Right,
It's
yeah.
tax season and stuff. And I
Right.
know that I have stuff to go back to, but that daily grind can wear on you.
Right.
So working with the ladies in the retreat and then meeting up with you and our talks today and stuff remind me of the magic of my business. So that's my business reset.
Right. And I think it's really beautiful that you're here working at a retreat. Can we just talk about that for a minute? Who here, I don't even know what's happening here, but who here would love to be able to spend time? Hi, Jen. We love Jen. Who here would love to be spending part of their work year getting paid to come to Mexico, more specifically the Mayan Riviera, so they could talk to groups of women around pools, on beaches, at the ocean front, which is what you did, sharing your business and your zone of genius, really, and sharing the knowledge and wisdom that you have, but you're doing this for work.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, please. Oh, these things keep dropping from the sky.
Right.
But the reality is, this is something that you've created.
I totally created this.
And I created me being here. And so we've actually co-created, which is really interesting, the whole Mexico thing over the last few years, because we have both taught, when we met we both said, which is one of the reasons why Michelle and I instantly connected, we both wanted to live part-time in Mexico, away from the winter and the cold, more specifically the cold, half of the year. This was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And here we are. Can we just have a high five?
Manifesting
your shit.
Right.
Working really hard and making tons of sacrifice. And it's not all palm trees and margaritas.
No, it is
Even
not.
though that's a big part of it right now, especially today.
She keeps adjusting my phone.
Well, because
thing,
we're
right? I'm starting to
pointing
go
up
like that.
Yeah. Okay? But it's been an incredible amount of work on both of our parts to actually be here today.
It has.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it's a commitment, right?
Yeah,
It's a commitment to the vision.
Yeah.
And it's taking, it's staying in alignment, and it's taking inspired action.
Right. And sometimes it's really hard to get here, like harder than you thought it would be, but
Right.
you do it anyway because because the call is still there, the pull is still there. And I think sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to go to Mexico and I'm going to work for 6 months and everything is going to be beautiful and it's going to be an easy pull and I'm going to like jump on the airplane with my carry-on and my backpack and I'm going to run around in my bare feet and my G-string and I'm going to do my business calls from my cell phone and I'm going to eat tacos and I'm going to do yoga every day on the beach. That's kind of the vision that I had. Can I talk to you about none of those things happening?
Right.
I've hardly done any yoga. I've had really deep sleeps, but I'm not sleeping on the beach. I rented an apartment right downtown Tulum, which is 20 minutes away from the ocean. I'm certainly not running around the beach in a G-string doing yoga, like doing Warrior 2.
Right?
It's not what it looks like.
Okay, so let's talk about, like, I'm on the retreat all week working,
Right.
but I've had calls in my calendar scheduled with clients.
Right.
And then, I don't have cell phone coverage or
Right.
like Wi-Fi's going
Oh
in
my
and
God.
out, and
Oh
like
my
I
God.
can't get on the phone with people, and like clients are like,
Freaking out.
"We have a call right now.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
are you?" Right?
Roy knows that I have been stressed out for 6 weeks about connection and technology. So one of the things that
Okay.
happens when you build
I feel
your
like
business.
we got to show Roy.
Hi, Roy. Wave.
Hey, beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
He hates when I do that. But one of the things that I have been having stress about this week and the last few weeks is technology. So it's great, you guys, to build your business from technology.
That's my brother.
Oh, hi, Chris, man. But what if technology all of a sudden shits?
Yeah.
While you're
Yeah.
away, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you are completely disconnected from your people, which I have been.
Yeah.
So there's things. So it's not all unicorns and rainbows and beaches and margaritas and palm trees. But
There is not.
that being said, I would take this over a 9 to 5 job in a box with no windows
Right?
and any day.
Or
that's just me.
Freezing cold, freezing rain, winter day
Right.
in
right.
BC
Right.
or Thunder Bay.
Right. Hi, Andrea Owen. I love these women that are, by the way.
Right?
Okay. So we talked about our professional reset. So what is your spiritual and emotional reset?
Oh.
Do we go there?
I went
do you-
there.
Okay.
So let me tell you about this thing. At the resort that I'm staying at, they have a thing that's called the Sense Tour.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, Sense Tour. Like, they say you're going to be blindfolded and you walk.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about
And you
this.
walk through this tour thing, right? And I was like, oh, it'll be like a touchy thing, like a smell thing or whatever.
Touchy.
No, it is not. The Sense Tour is not the right name for this thing. Somebody needs to rename it. Like, I don't know if they don't understand that word.
Wait, what
but
happened?
It was like if
An
you were
emotional breakdown?
not spiritually awakened, this was your moment of awakening.
Oh, really?
Okay, we're live. Take 2.
Hi. Okay, so we're gonna, as Michelle says, bang this out.
Bang this shit out.
Okay, we're gonna bang this shit out. So we were talking about spiritual reset and
And
spiritual
then
connection.
the universe cut us off.
The universe did cut us off, yeah. So Do you have anything else to say about your spiritual reset? Oh, you were saying that you went on the walk.
Yeah, I
and
went on the walk.
She had an incredible experience, and
Well, it was like a embodiment. It was like a...
Hi, Megan.
It was like a confirmation of everything that I believe, which was being like presented right in front of me.
For example?
That we are connected to Source.
Okay.
That we are connected to the cosmos, that we are we are one, and we are manifesting and co-creating.
Right. Love that. That's amazing. And I really believe all those things.
Drop the mic.
Drop the mic. So I think for me, my emotional and spiritual reset here has been that I need to remember to get grounded. Like, I spend too much time with my shoes on, with my boots on, covered in lots of layers, toques on in the winter, driving around from A to B without allowing my feet to actually get on the ground. And I spend the majority of my time when I'm in Mexico with my feet like bare, touching the ground. Like, I'm walking around with no shoes on as much as I can. I have this
Even on those little stones that feel like fire on your feet?
Yes. And so what I have learned is that when I'm connected to Earth, like literally physically connected to Earth like I am here, or in a place like this, that I'm more at peace. I sleep better at night. I'm really quick to calm down. So if something kind of stresses me out, or if something triggers me, I can just sit in front of the water, or I can literally sit in my apartment on the veranda and look out at the jungle. And I have like that instant connection to nature. And nature was something that I was introduced to at a very young age. And when I started teaching, strangely enough, and when I worked in the restaurant industry, I got away from nature. Like, I was always inside. I was on a schedule. When I was teaching, I was always inside. I was in air-conditioned rooms. I don't know, I life, even when I owned my gym, that didn't understand is there. Hi, Wendy. Anyway, so bottom line is that I find myself spiritually connected and really at peace, and I have better sleeps, and I have better thoughts.
Right.
When I am in an environment that I can put my feet on the ground. Like, I can take my shoes off.
Now, I feel that way when I'm in salt water.
Okay. And that's, so then you need to be doing that a lot when you're here.
Yeah, so like I will swim in the ocean.
Wendy Anderson, we love you. Just wait and see. There it is.
Okay, see?
Sorry.
This is technology in Mexico.
Right.
Right? Like, this is the challenge.
So it's like you just relax. We just have to relax about it.
Right? Like,
yeah.
It took me like an hour and a half to rent a car today.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because like they had to bring a car and we had to talk about it for a whole bunch of times. And
so things are just different. And the thing is, we expect things to be the same, and they're not. It doesn't matter what it is. And then we get here and we look at what's around us and we see what's really important. So what I've learned is what's really important is I need to always get my feet on the ground. Right. I always need to have time to myself. You always need to put your feet in salt water.
Well, and that's why I float.
Right. That's right. But even that's different than this.
Oh, totally. Oh, totally. Yeah.
Okay, so we did professional, spiritual, emotional, and now we're going to do physical reset.
Oh.
So, energy. So your energy, physical energy. How you feel about yourself.
Yeah.